Last year we had some pretty memorable matches, 2 knockout games effectively, and it's obviously a massively tough place to go, and they're a great team. They've come right up through the ranks, and the kind of underdog tag has gone from them now, and they are a big team in the Premiership. So it's just a great rivalry. Like you said, we had them quite a few times last year, and when that happens, you build up relationships and you build up that rivalry.
Healthy respect as well, though, isn't it? 2 very similar ethos that seem to be at both clubs.
Yeah, exactly. I think both teams want to play rugby as well. I think that's the good thing. Is you go down to Exeter, they want to throw the ball around, they want to play rugby. That they want to make the crowd feel good and put on a good sport. And I think that's what we want to do here. And I think that's a big part of how we were so successful last season.
We know what they're about. They work really hard for each other. They bring a lot of intensity to the games, and they've really come on in the last 4 or 5 years. And credit to them. So. We've got a bit of, we only sort of beat them once last year, and we went down a few times, and especially in the semi-final at their house in the Premiership. We felt we had enough there to do the job, but unfortunately didn't get through. So it's a big one. It's the first game of the year. We really need to start with a bang, and we're at home, but we know it's not going to be an easy one, but we're really looking forward to it. The boys are just itching to get out, and I suppose at the end of the week, having a goal, you train all week in pre-season, but all you've got on the weekends is hill runs or something. So it's nice to get back into the schedule of games, and really looking forward to it. I think this year the Premiership's going to be really tight. I think most teams have recruited really well, so there's going to be a lot of pressure on teams, and I think from the way we sort of went last year, and there's going to be a lot of expectation, but I think a lot of teams are going to put a lot more emphasis on playing us. So every game's going to be a huge game for us, and it doesn't start any less on Sunday with Exeter.
And I know that professional sportsmen always look forward, put the past behind you pretty quick, but just for the fans watching, so we can relive that last couple of minutes of the European game, talk us through the kick from your perspective.
I think the whole thing, looking back on it, it was just so surreal how we've come back to score 2 tries the way we did, to come back, because that game was just about dead and buried.
We kind of all went a bit nuts for about 5 seconds and then went, well, good luck, Jimmy.
As a goal kicker, they're the pressure situations you got to practice for, and I think when the try was scored, I took myself straight away and didn't celebrate the try with Charles and the boys. I took myself straight to the spot and sort of zoned my focus in, and tried to sort of visualise myself already kicking the ball, and that's sort of a little technique that just helps calm me down, and I knew it was a big one, but thankfully it was I got the right result.
They don't do the ordinary. They do not do the ordinary.
But I suppose you've seen the reaction of everyone's faces, and you've just seen how much it meant. And I suppose looking back, you get everyone sending the video to you via Twitter and Instagram, and so it's always there. But it's one of those ones I'll never forget. And the support was phenomenal, and the sound of the crowd, at the end of that game was just unbelievable. And hopefully we can replicate that sort of support this year, and we really appreciate it.